The Rimac Nevera is in an as yet unnamed class all by itself. With more horsepower than the Bugatti Tourbillon, which, incidentally, comes from the same parent company, this Croatian mega EV is full of superlatives. There's advanced tech everywhere you look, from the next-level electric torque vectoring to adjustable aerodynamics and a racecar-inspired carbon monocoque. But the Nevera is not just stats and specs. This car has soul, and the few well-heeled folk who get to own one will be rewarded every time they slip behind the wheel. The chassis tuning is sublime, the steering is naturally weighted, and the brakes are strong. A bonus: it makes real mechanical noises instead of relying on synthesized engine sound. Competitors? The closely related Pininfarina Battista makes about as much power from its Rimac-supplied powertrain, or you could get a Ferrari Daytona SP3 for similar money. But if you're chasing exclusivity, the Rimac will be rarer than even that special edition prancing horse. What's new for 2025? Rimac adds the hyper-focused Nevera R to its lineup for 2025. The R is not so much an evolution of the Nevera as it is a reimagining. Built to satisfy customers asking for a sharper electric hypercar, the R is the sports car whereas the plain Nevera is a grand tourer. Few parts remain untouched. The Nevera R gets a new torque vectoring system, a new battery, new brakes, new wheels, new tires, and heavily revised bodywork topped off with a more aggressive, fixed wing. In addition to increased downforce and grip and reduced weight and drag, the Nevera R gets a sizable horsepower boost, with a total of 2,107 from its quartet of electric motors. Only 40 Nevera Rs will be built. Pricing and which one to buy. The price of the 2025 Rimac Nevera is expected to start around $2,200.000 and go up to $2,500.000 depending on the trim and options. The hardest part isn't deciding how to spec your Nevera, it's finding enough couches to pick through to gather the 220 million pennies it'll take to get on the list. If you're one of the few who can afford one of these electric powerhouses, we'd suggest ponying up for the even more exclusive R model. Interior, comfort, and cargo. While outright performance is at the forefront of the Nevera's mission, Rimac wanted the feeling of sitting in one to match the excitement of driving it. While each of the 150 Nevera's Rimac will produce can be custom-built with various materials, colors, and stitching to accommodate any opulent look, the carbon monocoque from which the entire car is fashioned can't be ignored. Bare carbon fiber is present across the dashboard's center fascia, as well as around the center console and steering column. Suede and shiny billet aluminum are also common materials inside the Croatian all-electric hypercar. Range, charging, and battery life. Let's be honest, in a car with something like twice the horsepower of a Formula One car, outright EV range doesn't take the highest priority. All that mind-bending performance has a trade-off and, as such,